Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to today's Words of Wisdom. Today's was sent out on November 18th in our emails, and I quote, "Without special conditions, spirits cannot exert direct influence in this world from the laws of secret by Master Ryuho Okawa." Thank you, Lord God. Alright, so he is talking about, obviously, the principles of possession. So if you already are a spiritual person, I'm sure that you are aware that possession occurs, meaning whether it be an evil spirit or a positive heavenly spirit, they can possess you, attach them to you, and give instructions to you, give advices to you. It can amplify either your negative or positive feeling. So that's what occurs when you are possessed. And interestingly, if it's an evil spirit, you feel heavy and tired, and you feel drained. And so let's look at it from, how to prevent ourselves from being possessed by evil spirits, going back to today's Words of Wisdom. So, there has to be a special condition, and we call that in Japanese. In other words, connection. So what sort of connections causes a possession? And which, then allows spirits to exert their powers on us. First one, most importantly, is the law of same wavelength attraction. The law of same wavelengths attraction. So our thoughts have wavelengths. And when the wavelengths are similar to a certain spiritual entity, that spiritual entity can catch that wavelength and come to us, because there's no space and time in the spirit world, kind of like teleport right directly to us and possess us. So it's kind of like turning on a radio. There's a lot of these frequencies flying in the whole world, but you have to tune into a specific channel to be able to listen to those songs, or the radio channel. So that's how it works, the first one. And then the second connection would be place. So there are spirits, earthbound spirits, stray spirits, lost spirits. They're all evil spirits who still believe that they're alive on earth, even though they're not. So they're materialists. So they didn't know their death. They don't accept it. So they don't even go to heaven or hell. They create hell here on earth. And so a lot of times these spirits possess a certain place, such as the major one would be hospitals. So Master has been recently teaching us there are hospitals in hell too, and the hospital in hell and the hospitals here on earth is overlapping on each other. So a lot of people, unfortunately, if you don't know spiritual truth, you can be easily possessed if you're working at a hospital or if you frequent a hospital. So let's be careful about that. So a place. Or another famous, like a place would be a famous place where people commit suicides, or, those kind of like haunted houses. These areas, there could be spirits possessing that place, and if you go there, you can be possessed. So you can get connected through the places where you go. And then thirdly, the one that I had in my mind when it comes to connection, so the first was the wavelength, the second was place, and then the third one is if the spirits know you. So let's say that maybe one of your ancestors, your family members, a close friend passed away, and let's say that they did not know the truth and they're lost here on earth. What happens is they can't really rely on anyone besides someone that they know, so they come, and even though they're just seeking help from their perspective, from our side, they're haunting us. So if there's anyone that you know who lived a life where you feel that he or she did not pass the exam of going to heaven and probably would have fallen to hell from the way they lived, and if they're close to you, please be aware that there could be a possibility that they can possess you. So with this spiritual knowledge, let us try to protect ourselves from negative spiritual influences, and you'll be able to live a much better life when you can get rid of possession. And a lot of our teachings will be taught in the Laws of Hell, which will arrive at our temples February 1st, and it will be published in major bookstores from May 1st. Thank you very much, and see you again tomorrow.